All right, and it appears that we are live, mostly. So, thank you for this slightly later edition of the Battles of the Age of Reason, Germantown. We are starting, I believe it is the 6 o'clock turn. Yes, the 6 o'clock turn. And we are doing the double blind. So, somebody's got the broadcast going on in the background. You'll need to mute that. Um, Yeah, and so we are doing the double blind here on Vassal, and we are David Plock is our ambitious game umpire, who is keeping track of where things are on his master uh, copy of the game, and my colleague Michael McAlpin is playing the British, and so he's got a map up that just has his units on it. And I have a map up that just has the American units on it. And then with the heavy fog that's here at Germantown, where I think the units might be is not necessarily where they really are. And the same goes for the British. If they're moving stuff around, it might get lost in the fog and drift in a direction that is not necessarily anticipated. And for the Americans, they might take a turn and go down the wrong road, and who knows where they end up um, at the at Ed Wimble's house on some other part of Pennsylvania. So
Possibly.
The on the yeah what on the what's the other
that was
game?
Brandywine. Yeah,
Brandywine.
they
Wine,
might.
yeah,
They
Brandywine.
over on Brandywine. They
yeah
might end up over
yeah.
by Brandywine, which actually isn't that far away if I remember right on
No, it's
this.
not too far away from that. And this is like I think we figured this was like a week later, or maybe a couple of weeks later from
Yeah,
the
A
not
Battle of
couple
much
weeks.
Brandywine.
later. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so here we are, gentlemen. I don't know how we want to get started with things, other than the usual that I roll a die, you roll the die. We see who gets the
Yeah.
initiative. I think the British have a +1 uh,
That is
on
correct.
theirs. So
Okay. Good.
I'm just going to chuck a die and see what we
All
get for the
right.
American side.
We
No,
have Chuck.
and we are off to a special result right off the bat. No time wasted there.
No. Uh-oh. Where are my charts?
I just disappeared off screen as I had to go fetch out of my drawer my charts. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I've got the
Like,
wrong
what
ones
the heck?
here. I got the ones from
Oh, they're on
Dresden.
the other side of the table.
Yeah.
Let's try this. All right. So that's uh, that was an American zero. So we're looking at a. I don't think that's meaningful, David.
Yep, I don't think it is either.
All right.
So both of you roll again.
Roll again,
Roll
this
again.
time with feeling.
Oh, there's the
Yes.
feeling. Yes.
Okay.
All right, and let me check something.
Oh, it's time to worry.
Uh-oh. The end turn number is 9, according to this. Is that right?
Yes, the
Yes.
intern number is 9. So this is going to make that the other thing that this is.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm
So
just
are
checking.
do I need to
So,
advance the clock on my side, David?
oh, I mean, you can.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you can.
I would know that, wouldn't I?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
No, I was always telling, and I think I always just.
You have been telling
Yeah,
us.
you had
Yes.
been.
Right. Anyways.
Well, who won the initiative? It's got to be the Brits
And
then.
the British have won the initiative on this one.
Yay! Sorry, I just got excited about that.
That's all right. Let's see. We've got the cardboard commander in the house. Good evening, everybody.
Oh.
Good evening, cardboard commander. We've got Michael Scherer. Been looking forward to this stream. Hopefully, we will not disappoint you, Michael. No promises. You get what you pay
Got it.
for, and so I'm not sure that you paid anything for it. So
Yeah, so there you
know,
have it.
exactly.
Enjoy that.
yeah,
Yeah. All right. So
All right. You do the things.
we got a bunch of stuff we got to do. So we're gonna do stuff like that, and then we're gonna do stuff like like other things. We're just gonna do a lot of stuff, okay? And okay, and okay. So far, so good. And
So, for those of you that are just listening at home, there's a very good chance that the British hit their number for waking up and getting alert, even though we haven't bumped into them. And so we don't know if the British are rolling for that or not. But because we're the Americans, we're going to presume that they have. Because if we've learned anything from this battle, it's that if it can go wrong, it will go wrong.
well, we can't. Oh, yeah, that was meaningless. Sorry.
And Michael, you want to go down to coalition for a second?
Yeah, let's do. Yeah, let's just be clear.
All right. So yeah, so there's a couple of things that are going on here. One is that the British forces are kind of sleeping in, right? And so Washington's idea was to try to catch them and surprise them, um, and and there's a chance, though, as soon as the Americans make contact with the British, then the British will become alerted, and then they have to roll to get their forces actually kind of awake. So imagine them kind of getting shaken out of their tents and getting their trousers on and getting their gear and getting mustered for combat. Now there's a random roll that the British can make before they make contact with the Americans, in which the Brits could just wake up all on their own. Or maybe there's a loyalist who comes trotting into town and says, hey, the American army is just down the road. Um, and so every turn, until the Americans and the Brits make contact, the British are making a roll at the end of the turn to see if they will be alerted for next turn and able to do um, their alertness checks and kind of wake up their guys. Um, so there's a chance that that's already happened, and if so, okay, it is what it is. But at least right now, um, I'm going to kind of presume that that might be happening, and we'll kind of see how things work out here. The other thing is that the general setup for the Americans, I had put it up for a vote on the YouTube channel. And so we had a little, almost half of all the folks that voted in the poll had voted to have the Americans split their forces, and one kind of comes in with a pinning attack, and the other kind of comes in with a flanking attack. And so you'll see the Americans are coming down sort of two sets of roads from the north. The idea being to hit the British, and hopefully, draw them off to one side and then hit them on the other side with this flanking force. So we'll see if that actually happens or not. But that's kind of what's going on. And so the nice thing is, if things go badly, I can just blame you, the viewer, for having voted for that particular strategy. And if it works, great. Then you guys will get all the credit. Maybe I'll take a little credit too, for executing your plan so flawlessly. But if it doesn't work, it's not my fault. I'll blame it on somebody else. So that's kind of what's going on here. Speaking of umpired games, I had a chance to play a game on the of Kriegspiel, um, through an invitation from a fella who watches the channel, and had got me in touch with a gentleman who's got a server, and he does this sort of thing on a regular basis. So I had a chance a couple of weeks back to play that, and that's a really very interesting game because, at least in this game that we're playing, I can see the entire map. and I can see where my forces are on both wings, both sides of the map. But with this International Kriegspiel game, it's a case where you can only see what you can see, um, more or less where your commander is. So if I had no Michael Washington came on the map last turn, and he is actually up here um, near the Morris Woods. So I tried to get him down. We rolled Army laps leader laps, so he wasn't having any impact on the initiative anyway. So I figured I might as well bring him on the board, try to get him past all the a lot of the roads, so that way he doesn't get lost. But he can get lost in the fog too, which can be very embarrassing. Um, and yep, I'll talk more
Uh,
when we have the next break. All right, you
Uh-oh.
guys.
Are you hiding things from me already?
I'm just trying to keep the audience amused while you
Well,
guys are off doing something else. So
yeah.
plotting.
And
Sir.
so ping the map. Let's see if my ping thing is working here again.
are you on my
Okay.
map or somebody else's?
No,
Oh, no. I am
I was
pinging.
Michael. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
pinging right now.
Yep. All right.
You got
Okay.
it set?
Yep. It's doing the centered thing.
Okay. No wonder you were so confused if it wasn't centering for you. Okay. All good then. Okay, well let's see who else we got. Oh, I'm sorry. You probably already saw that, but
Yep.
okay. All right. Okay, and then we're gonna do. And that's
All right. So Achilles is saying hello to everyone. Hello, Achilles, and thank you for getting me in touch with James. I had a lot of fun playing Kriegspiel a couple of weeks back, and I
that's
hope to get
marvelous.
in. Yeah. So, and I talked to James because I mentioned you, David, and so
Oh,
if you guys are
you,
interested, I will give you the invitation to his Discord channel, so you can hop in and try to get in with a game. I think he does games at least on Thursdays, like 7 o'clock California time, and then he might have some others that he does some other times during the week. I happen to play one on a Thursday night.
okay. So you did play one.
I did. Yeah. So it was not last Thursday, but the previous Thursday. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I had a brigade. I'm not sure if we were. It was a Napoleonic battle, but I have no idea if we were just the red team. So we weren't
Wow.
identified as being any particular nationality. We were up against the blue team, so we can only presume that they were the French.
Les Français.
Exactly. But it was sort of standard forces where you'd have, light infantry and line infantry and grenadiers and horse artillery, foot artillery, cuirassiers, hussars, stuff like that. So it was very interesting because, the commander in chief says, okay, we're going to march here, go do there, go follow that. And so I'm just going along, doing my thing, following orders, and I can only see this small little, window around where I'm at. And then we start to get in closer to the forces, and then there's combat and things that are going on, and then at the end, after about, I think we played for about 2.5 hours, then the umpires kind of call the game. They're like, okay, it's pretty clear this side's winning and this side's losing. And then they show us the big map and they can explain what was happening. So
That's
you could
awesome.
kind of
I
see,
hope
oh,
David's going to do that for us.
Yes.
yeah.
That's
So,
great.
yeah, so it was a lot of fun. So
Okay.
if you can get in on some of those, it's great. He's got, I think probably, I don't know, maybe 100 some odd people that are in his channel that um, jump in on games when they can. But I think
That's
with the
great.
game that we did, there were maybe 5 or 6 umpires, and
Oh,
on
wow.
our team we probably had 7 players, and on the blue team there were 7 players, about 7 players as well. So
Wow.
yeah, and it moved along pretty quickly. There wasn't a lot of dead time while you're waiting for stuff to happen or
That's
things
cool.
to
Unlike
show up.
here, you mean. Yeah.
Well, yes, but David's just a one man show here,
He's
so
a one man show. That's right. All right. Speaking of which, however, I've done my part. That is to say, I've finished my first activation, so I'm ready to carry on.
okay,
Right.
I'm
And
ready
I
to.
think I've got everything figured out here. All right. So each of you give me a roll.
All right, there we go. Slightly better than the last one,
All right.
with the emphasis on
And
slightly.
that, okay. All right. So with the wing activation number of 9, this totals 9. So it's moves
It's not
the
a wing
clock, right?
No,
activation.
he means
Not wing activation.
Yeah,
it needs to exceed 9.
It needs to say, okay, so all right, it is 9, so it does not exceed 9.
Right.
So, but it's a
It's high.
tie.
Yeah.
So
All right.
roll again.
All right. Uh-oh.
well, this one is definitely going to exceed stuff.
I wonder how this one works.
Is it a tie?
No.
No, I rolled a 0.
Oh, then it's a special activation.
The battle
Let's
tempo?
see what the special
So it would be
is.
battle tempo.
All right.
So then I get to pick to move the
Yeah.
marker up or down. So let's move it up. So we're back to the
Yeah.
0 slot, because
Yeah.
I got more stuff to move than potentially
Yeah. No,
Michael
totally.
does.
All right, everybody, give it a roll.
I was just going to wait for winter and hope that we could stall the attack until then.
Yeah. All right, so this does not move the clock, and it is a British activation.
Sweet. I mean, okay. All right. Well, we will do things, and the things will start with that, and
All right, and then answering Michael's question, yes, Washington is on the map. He came on the map last turn, and so he is hanging out
oh,
over
my
here.
bad. Okay. All right,
And he's undercover, and he's planning on sneaking in behind British lines.
no.
Yep.
And
He and Steven Seagal,
Oh man.
and who's the other guy?
All right.
Chuck Norris are going to take
Old
on.
Chuckle.
It is.
Okay.
It's a new movie. It's the movie that Chuck Norris should have done.
Right.
all right.
I believe I'm done.
Revenge
Okay.
at Germantown.
The guns
All
are
right.
The Guns of Germantown. There we go.
Another roll each. Roll a single die for me, please.
right.
Okay, another British activation.
That's not a
You
surprise.
know, I am liking this game more and more as we go on. All right. So we're going to continue doing more foolishness. Like that.
I made the mistake some years ago of finding, maybe on Netflix or something like that, Amazon, the John Wayne's The Alamo.
Ooh.
I remember watching it as a child, and I thought, oh, that was great. And with my toy soldiers, we reenacted the Alamo many, many, many times. And then I watched it again. I'm like, oh my gosh, John Wayne is so wooden.
Yeah. Yeah.
His acting is
Yeah.
just so, oh my gosh.
Pretty
People-
not too good.
Yeah. People did not have high standards for actors, perhaps, back in that
They
time
just wanted
period.
him to be manly man, that's
Yeah,
all.
well, he certainly fits the
Yeah,
bill for that.
yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for that activation.
All right. I'm ready to chuck another die.
All right.
I have
Check that.
checked.
Check that. Okay, still did not move the clock. It's another British activation.
Yep.
This is candy from a baby. That's what this is.
Well, when
Uh,
I'm rolling low just to make life easy for you.
oh man, you're a prince.
Well, you've at this by my count, you've only got one activation left.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, eventually, I'm gonna have to let you do something.
exactly.
Up. Was that it? I'm gonna go back and. Oh yeah, no, that really was it. Okay. Yeah. That is all then.
Here we go.
Okay.
Matt has a comment. He says, when Chuck Norris joined Washington, that's when Cornwallis surrendered. So Chuck Norris
Wow.
was, yeah, he was there at the Battle of Yorktown, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
All right. There's my big roll.
All right.
All
That
right.
is a big
All right.
roll.
That is a
And
big
Hey,
that's a
lots of
big
big
roll.
roll.
All
Oh
right.
my
So
gosh.
this
That's
is
going to move the
a
clock, I'm sure.
this is going to move the clock, and it is a tie.
Oh my God.
Awesome.
All right. So we're in the one slot, right? For the
Yes.
turn. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm doing the amazing Karnak here, trying to make sure I roll one less than you do.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
You're not,
All
well, you might be able to do it with what I just rolled,
Yeah,
but
that is a British
yeah,
activation.
yeah,
The last one.
the last one. Yeah, one of my favorite jokes from that great Karnak was, Johnny Carson's, is holding up the envelope and he says, "Sis boom ba," and then he opens the envelope and it says, "What's the sound that an exploding sheep makes?" And to this day, I still remember that. I thought that was,
Oh,
I
that is
rolled on
good
the
stuff.
floor laughing at that.
I can imagine.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Sis,
fun.
boom, ba. So, and all this banter is what really gets people tuning in.
That's what keeps it going on. I'm
It
telling you
does.
right here.
We actually have
Yeah.
2 likes. We've got five viewers and 2 likes. Come on, people, you can do better than that.
Oh,
That means
man.
that 3 of you have not hit the like button yet.
60% of you
Yeah.
are not keeping it up.
Yeah, yeah.
So we have got now a -1 for the British
Oh,
because
because
I moved my leader.
your leader, and who's your leader at this one?
I don't know, but
Oh, it's
take me to it.
Howe. Okay, Howe is your
Yeah,
leader. Okay, Cornwallis
right,
is the reinforcement who comes in later. Okay,
right.
okay, all right. Well, let's chuck some dice. See if maybe the Americans can finally get an activation.
Yeah, I think we probably should.
Yeah.
And the Americans get their first activation.
It's a miracle.
What?
It's the Christmas miracle.
Not quite Christmas.
Okay, not quite. Let's see
I think you
here.
had a Christmas miracle last year, if memory serves. Wasn't that 1776?
Was it? When is? I think we go into Valley Forge is here in the winter of '77, right?
I think it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
thinking
yeah,
of
yeah.
no,
Because it's after Pennsylvania has been. I mean, after
yeah,
Philadelphia's been
after
captured.
Philadelphia's fallen, right?
All right. Well, David, if you're following me here, we're going to try to get these guys here to go. I believe they are within range of General Washington, so they don't need any sort of magic.
Well,
right?
And at this
Is
point, there is nothing that no
they're
magic
not
that
doing anything
do anyway.
magical anyway. So all right, so we'll have them go, um, and so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. What's their movement? 5, 6, 7, 8. And I gotta turn them so they're facing the correct way in theory. Oops, the leader's facing the right way. The troops are now facing the wrong way. We'll just blame that on the fog. All right. And then everybody else is going to follow in theory.
Mm-hmm.
But
In theory.
in theory. So there's at least a few die rolls that you'll need to make to see if those guys actually go where they're supposed to go. And of course, when I say he's in range of Washington, that's presuming that he's where I think he is.
You never know.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're ready for the next roll.
Here we go. Oh, another big roll. Hey, we got Jeff from Hex to Hex signing in. Hey, Jeff, how are you?
All right, so this moves the clock.
Oh.
And it would be a British activation. Do you have any left to activate?
No, I'm done.
Okay. So it's American activation.
All right. Next one on the list. Here, these guys are going to move down the pike, in theory. So let's see.
This is important information.
1,
what kind
2,
of hex is
3,
a pike
4,
here?
5, 6, 7, 8. And these guys
Stop
move.
for just a minute. Oh, okay. Never, yeah,
Did you
okay.
miss who it was?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, it's just basically the next guys that were on the.
Yep. Yep, I got it.
Okay. Cool. He's not moving. So he's there, but he's not moving. So
yes.
okay.
That, and let's see, do I have anything? Okay. And all right, I think we are ready for the next turn. Die roll.
Okay. That's mine.
Michael, yours came up a square.
It's really odd, but okay. I hope that's better.
Yes, better there. Does not move the clock and is an American activation.
All right, we're gonna move the next guys here and see where we go. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. So you got a couple of people to roll for there at least.
Yeah.
See, what kind of game would it be if the Americans just waited until, is it 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock? When is it that the fog lifts? Surely they're not going to surprise anyone, but then they're not going to get lost either.
That's true. At least you do the attack you intended to do.
Yes.
Let's see.
It always makes me nervous when he's got,
He has to stop and think.
His sort of.
Well, I am making more exact. Before I would let you, I would at the end I would.
You were making the rolls after I moved the guys, as opposed to.
Well, and I was also cleaning up the map, and this time I'm making sure the map is exactly what it is during the turn. You know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's probably best. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
again, all right. And okay, and again,
All
let's
right.
give me a die roll
And here we
each.
go. Nope. It's a special something.
Yep. That is a special something.
That is a special little something.
And this
British commander commits
confused.
seppuku.
Yeah.
Now he gets fragged.
Yes. I don't think command
I don't.
confusion is going to be applicable if all of the
I don't.
if all of the if all of his guys have already moved.
No, I don't see how that one applies,
Yeah.
David.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think I think that's just a roll again.
I think that's a roll again.
Yeah.
All right, that does move the clock.
Okay.
We are now on 3,
Okay.
Got it.
and it's an American initiative. And give me, I'll be back in 1 second here. Don't move.
Don't
I'm
move.
secretly going to move all kinds of stuff. I'm going to go in and hack his system, get everybody all lined up. Hey, now we've got 7 people watching.
God, Zooks.
All
I
right,
know.
I'm
And
back.
4 likes. Okay,
Okay.
come on, the rest of you, hit that like button.
All right.
So,
Okay, you can move.
okay. So, as you might expect, the rest of the gang is making its way down. So, let's go 1, 2, 3. And then 4 gets him there. And then the other guys are going to follow along in theory.
Okie doke. That's good. All right, give me each a die roll.
Alrighty. Not my best work. Sorry.
Well, that's all right. Mine was less than inspiring as well, but
Mm.
I get a plus
All
1
right.
on my roll, so
And the clock does not move, and it's an American activation.
okay. I think I'm going to still be on this side of the universe and bring on the next set of people, which I think is this group here. And I'm hoping they can, yeah, let's go here. Yep, that'll work. Those guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And the good news is they don't have to worry about getting lost, at least on this turn. Other turns, different story. Okay. All right. Let me
All
go
right.
ahead and
Give me another.
flip those guys over.
All right, give me rolls.
All right. Here we go.
All right, that will move the clock. It's a British activation, which would go to the Americans.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to check out these
You're just going in
chaps here.
circles, aren't you? I can tell. That's why it's taken so long to make contact.
Yeah, that is the whole point.
Yeah, I'm seeing it now.
Well, because there's where I think I am, and then there's where I really am.
Yeah.
And so it is conceivable that where I think I am is not anywhere near where I really am.
Mayhaps.
In which case, yeah, there would be a reason why we haven't seen each other's happy, smiling faces yet. All right, Michael Shear asked an important question. In
Uh-oh.
comparison to the other bar battles you guys have played, can you guys talk about what makes the rules of this scenario interesting? Well, that's a great question, Michael. Um, one of the things is, of course, that we've got this fog rule, which means that in the early part of the battle, we have heavy fog. And so it's conceivable that your units, as they're moving, will get lost. They will. So what David is doing as the umpire is I'm moving my units. Michael's moving his units, and when they're moving, there's a random chance that they could take the wrong turn somewhere. And if so, then those units are going to go sailing off on a different trajectory than what you thought they were. And so if you guys are watching my map, you see where I think my units are. But David, acting as the umpire, is secretly rolling as my units move along. They come to different, junctures in the roads and things like that, and they could then take the wrong turn in the fog. And so he's keeping
And
track of all
also,
of that.
if they move overland, they can do disorder or a disorientation.
Disorientation.
Yep,
Yep.
yep. And if they're moving overland, then they are going to they run the risk of turning and going off in a different direction than what you maybe initially expected them to do. So these are the sort of things that are randomly happening, and David knows what that is. We don't. So if we were playing this game without this sort of double blind stuff, we would be as I'm moving my guys along, I'd be rolling for them. Michael would see the Americans go this way or that way, or one unit random goes off that way, another one goes off some other way. And as he's moving his guys around, he'd be rolling, and I'd see where his guys are going. He'd see where his guys are going. So the fun that we're doing with this particular situation is with the double blind. There's where I think I'm at, there's where Michael thinks he's at, and then David really knows where everybody is. And so,
and and vice versa, the British don't know where any of the Americans are
yep.
at
And the
until
Americans,
somebody
yeah,
runs into
yep.
somebody,
And
which hasn't happened yet,
yep,
and also with the Americans don't know where any of the British are at.
yep, yep. So it makes for very fun. Now that's not that. This is just something special that we're doing by virtue of David's initiative, and thinking that that would be fun. And so far, we're having fun. Maybe eventually there'll be a battle. It could just be that we just go sailing right off the end of the board. We just march right past Germantown, and we end up at somewhere else at Ed Wimble's house for a cup of coffee or something. But right now, that's what's going on. So that's something. I don't know, Michael. Did you have anything you wanted to share about this particular scenario?
Well, yeah. I mean, I just in general, there's a scale difference between the battles of the American Revolution. Well, really the North American battles, because obviously now with the battles for Quebec coming out, all the ones set in North America are at a slightly different scale. The hexes are the same size, but the strength points are smaller, and that just means a lot of adjustments to rules compared to the standard bar games. Um, I think the other thing that makes this feel a little different than some other bar games is that there's really quite few units considering this is a full two mapper. There's a lot of space here, and if you compare this to Fontenoy, for example, there's a ton more units in the same amount of space. So, it's got a little different feel in that sense, I guess.
Yeah. All right. I think we're ready for the next roll.
Okay, here we go. Well, I'm staying true to myself.
And all right.
So unless
And
it's a
roll
tie.
again.
Oh,
Roll
was it a
again.
tie? Okay.
All right. That is actually a wing activation for the British, but and that moves
moves
the
the clock.
clock, and
I'll just take the wing activation instead.
I don't think that's how this works.
Oh. All right, so we should be at 5 on the turn record track, correct?
yes,
Where I have
that
it,
is
yeah.
correct.
Now
Mhm.
I'm using the one that's here in the vassal module. How far does it go?
It's the same as the one that's in the special rules.
Okay, so it goes to
Correct.
The
9
clock itself.
spaces.
9 is
Yep.
the last number,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So,
All right. I wasn't sure because I know when we were playing Lobosits, the turn record track was
they
different
changed
Oh,
it.
yeah,
between
you get a
one and the
lot of
other.
changes to
Yeah,
that one, yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and activate these guys over here
Got it.
and see if hopefully cross our fingers and 1, 2, 3, 4. See if they actually end up where they're supposed to be. Yeah, so getting back to what Michael was talking about with the scale, the 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 standard increments on the continent, or actually on the European continent, each increment of infantry is 100 men. Here it's 50 men. So a 4 increment unit on the continent would be 400 men. Here it's 200 guys. And I've got some really small, I don't know if you'd call them a battalion or what, I guess they're regiments. They got 3 pips, but they've only got like 100 guys. And so you got to wonder, okay, that's a pretty dinky little regiment there.
Yeah, they're tiny little units, that's
Yeah.
for sure, especially on your side, yeah.
Yeah. So,
All right. Go ahead with your next rolls.
okay, here we go. All right, I know he can't beat that one.
It's a special result, but
Of course it is. Is it another battle tempo one? If he rolled a 0, that's what it would be.
You rolled a 9?
I rolled a 9.
Yes,
All
you
right,
did.
yep. Battle tempo then.
Okay, so let's push it back. Not that it makes a whole lot of difference, but let's push it
At this
back up to the
point, probably
4.
not.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it could have. It could still possibly.
It could, but
We get enough ties.
yep.
All
right.
Hold on one
Here
second.
I rolled
do
again.
have to wait a second.
Sure.
Or you okay? Go ahead, roll, Michael. All right. So that moves the clock back, and that's an American activation. But before you do that, just let me.
Time to worry.
Okay, move.
All right, so we are going to bring on some more reinforcements. So I think these guys are the next step in queue over here. And let's go ahead and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 gets him there. And those guys are there and there and there. Is that all of them? Yes, it is. Okay. All right. That's it for those guys.
Okay, that's all right. Give me a roll. Boy, Michael.
I know, I got mad skills.
Special result of a 1. I don't think that's
That's
gonna be.
probably Army leader lapse. Yeah, and at this point, it doesn't matter whether Washington is lapsed or not. So now there would
So,
be,
oh,
I don't know what.
Yeah, the only effect would be that it would be back to
+1
well,
for the British. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be back to +1 for the British, and I mean, since you can't rapid march anyway, it
yeah,
doesn't really matter if you can trace command to Washington anyway.
yep.
Yeah, so yeah, you're right. It probably doesn't much matter,
Okay.
but
All right.
sure. All right,
Roll again.
boom.
All right, so that does not move the clock. It's British activation and goes to the Americans.
All right. I'm going to refrain from bringing on any other new toys. So I'm done.
Um,
All right. I think I've moved everybody.
well, you do have one more roll, one potential activation.
Oh, who did I forget to move?
You wanna go and go down for a minute?
Yeah.
Game room 1.
Yep. All right. Where am I missing somebody?
You potentially can bring on somebody behind on the road with Washington there. You still got one guy there.
Yeah, I just brought somebody there. And my I'm
But
reluctant to do it
you
because if they
right,
come on there, then they might take a turn right off the bat and
you're
get
right. So,
lost.
but we'll have one more roll after this, is what I'm going to say. Because this one you're probably using to go for the one that would go in behind the one you just brought on, right?
Oh, over on that side of the map?
Y- Yeah,
Over
on the
over
left,
on the left side of the
uh,
map?
uh, on the left
No.
side. Yeah.
Yeah, for the same reason.
You're not bringing them on. You still got to activate them.
Oh, even if they're not on the map?
Yep. They have, but it's just a roll. I mean, you're activating and you're choosing not to move them onto the map.
Oh,
And the other one is a roll, and it's going to be, and you're going to activate it, and then you're choosing not to bring it onto the map, and then we'll be done because then you
so I
won't
have to
have any
do it.
more.
So I have to do it for the two entry hexes?
Yes,
Okay.
they are still a potential activation, whether you choose to move them on or not.
Okay. Okay.
The way I understand it. So okay, so
Right,
this
but there's
activation, you're saying
multiple, yeah, but there's multiple brigades. So it's not like I have to roll for each one of them, right?
no. You only have the one that potentially could move onto the map.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
So that's why you got one more roll after this.
Okay. No
Okay.
worries. That makes sense, I
All right.
guess. Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
and
not going to
David,
change
hang
the
on.
map at all.
Hang on.
Yeah.
So one other thing. So um, it's my understanding that the Wissahickon Creek is impassable. That's what it said in the rules.
Yes.
Right. So anybody who goes wandering that way is going to hit that, and I guess what would have to turn around and head back some other way.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's that's the way I would interpret it,
Okay.
because you're not allowed to go off the map edge with the wrong turn guys and stuff like that. So they would, if they get to the map edge, they would turn around and come back the other way or whatever
Well,
stuff. So.
but that creek can't be crossed.
Right. So
Right.
that, to me, that's the map edge.
Yeah, and so that's why I kind of picked that line because I figured, okay, there's some places they could get lost, but at least they're going to come back. And some point, they're not going to wander too far. So, okay, thanks, David.
All right. Yep. Good. All right. That was that activation. You got one more activation here, potential. Give me a roll each. And that moves the clock, and that is an American activation.
Okay, and I'm not going to bring on anybody over there, so we can pass.
All right. And the activations are complete. There are no more activations. We are now into the uh, phase after movement. So
Rally phase
the,
would be
the,
next.
the rally phase.
So this is where, in theory, the British, who've already potentially passed their alert roll, will pretend to roll for their alert roll.
And so I have, sir, pretended to roll for the alert roll. There, do you feel better?
I do. I do.
I want you to feel totally at ease.
I am. I am. I'm listening to the clicking sound on your keyboard,
Yeah,
and
there you go.
and based
Yeah.
on that, I'm like, oh, that's what he rolled. Oh, yeah, I can
Oh,
tell.
you can actually see the result.
I can
That's
I
nice.
can hear it. I can hear it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't imagine anyone is shaken or disordered or shaken or routed, so there's really probably no reason
Yeah.
to do
You want
anything
to,
else.
yeah, you want to go to the HQ there, for Coalition HQ for a minute,
Yeah,
Michael?
sure, by all means. Yeah, I'll see you right there.
all right. Let's see, and I'll hit the end turn button here for me. That should get all my guys back. I think I'm kind of done with stuff there. Let's see, we got some comments here. Matt saying they're going to come through the Ardennes. Yes, that is the plan. They're always coming through the Ardennes. Well, at this point in time, North America's lots of woods, lots of woods. So at least we don't have to worry about fuel. So we don't have to worry about keeping the panzers fueled. We just have to make sure that the men had a hot cup of soup before they packed off, and they ate a sufficient quantity of hardtack before they hit the road. So let's see. Matt also says this is really great. Love watching the double blind. Yeah, and I enjoyed playing that Kriegspiel game. I had only wished that I had saved some of the stuff so I could do a video on it, but the different screenshot stuff, it didn't turn out right. I don't know if I was doing the wrong command on my keyboard, but I ended up not being able to save the shots or the screenshots of what was going on to kind of do stuff. So I will have to do another one. Let's see. Charles
All right.
Charles
Does that,
Golightly says, curious that there haven't been wrong turns in the fog. So,
hey,
Charles, there's probably
you're not
been
supposed
lots
to
of
tell me
wrong
that.
turns. There's probably been lots of wrong turns in the fog.
Oh, but you
It's
wouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So if you're looking at my screen, you're seeing where I think my troops are going. But David has the sort of the
Master.
master copy, and
Right.
with his one, he's rolling for the Americans as they move, and he's rolling for the British as they move. And so
Right.
he knows where the units are really at, and Michael knows where he thinks the units are, and I know where I think my units are, but reality might be something totally different, and we won't know until the fog lifts, or we go bumping into the enemy, in which case then stuff will materialize on the map where, okay, here's some British over here, and here's your American
Right.
unit, and stuff like
Right.
that. So,
Yeah.
so as I'm moving the stuff, I'm not rolling for anything as the guys are moving.
Right.
Michael's not rolling for any of the guys he's moving. David's doing that secretly, and therefore he knows where everyone really is, and so that's
We
where we're having some fun.
we actually talked about this when we were plotting the logistics of this. And of course it's easiest for us to share Eric's screen just because he's the one hosting the podcast or the webcast. And and the truth is there's really not much to see on my map, right? Because my setup is already kind of fixed, and I haven't been doing very much moving, have I? But seeing David's wouldn't be fair necessarily. So the entertainment is that you're going to be just as surprised as Eric when
Yeah.
things happen.
Yeah.
That's the fun.
There we go. Or at least that's what we're telling everyone. That's the fun.
That's our cunning plan.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay, so we're
Oh.
then at the end turn. So shall we click the end turn button?
Wait, one before we do that,
Okay.
Eric,
Yeah.
I need you down to game room 1.
Oh,
All right.
okay. All right. Yes, sir.
Did Washington move?
Did who?
Washington.
No, he's still in the same spot he was before. He should be. He's
Okay.
right here. Yeah,
Yep,
so he did
got it.
not
Okay.
move. Yeah, he's in the same
All
spot he
right.
was after.
just-
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just checking with that. Okay,
Yeah.
great. That's I just wanted to check with that. All right.
Okay.
Back to the lobby.
Cool.
End turn machinations go on now.
Wow, machinations.
We hit the move button. Flips everybody. We move the
Clock
game
to the
turn to now
620.
620.
Okay.
We move end turn back to 0. We still not doing any fog rolls yet, so no.
Sir,
Michael, you still have your in the rally phase the alert roll.
I did that. It's that last die roll.
Got it. Okay.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds like a compelling story.
Thank you very
Compelling
much.
story. So
I
we're
am in sales after all, so I have to be able to sell a story.
Mm-hmm.
we're at the beginning of the next. Let me
Okay.
make.
So we're at the
give me a second. Just
620 turn.
Yep. Let me just make a couple notes here. So I'm just for my end of the battle thing when just turn 5. All right, and got some notes there. All right. I guess we're at the beginning of the next turn now.
are.
Each one, give me a single die roll.
Nope. Once again, special results. It's
Boy,
my
we-
habit.
we-
It's my gift to you.
We have a lot of special results so far.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now, does that
mean
anything yet?
That one, I guess it, that's a movement segment only. Yeah, it's really kind of entertaining, right? Because if you're not, yeah, interesting.
What now? Yeah, I got to remember where the rule is for that. Let's see what
Is it leader initiative? What did you roll for?
It is leader initiative. And so the trick with it, of course, is that if I've got a unit that is not alerted and is still surprised, then obviously it's meaningless because they can't move.
Right.
If I have one that's, no, has been alerted, is partially surprised, partially not surprised. What's the point of moving? Because not everybody can move. It's just kind of a little bit of a mess. But I think I don't know. I think
where there was a mention of what what special results apply to the British at a certain point. I was looking.
Where was it? There was something. If the army is not yet activated, the British player still expends activations for his commands, even though they cannot do anything. Special results cannot be applied to the British army until they are alerted. So in order to keep the enemy in the dark, I'm going to go ahead and act like I've been alerted. And then I'm going to go ahead and proceed as if. Does that seem fair?
Yeah.
I mean, we can have fun with this.
Well, it's basically it's basically a free move.
It
For
would be a free move.
right.
A leader initiative would be required, so that would be important.
Yeah.
Um, but with leaders as good as mine, you could see that that's not going to be a problem. So,
Actually, I can't see that.
oh, quite quite so. Yes. Well,
I'm just going to
well
guess
said.
that
Yeah.
based
Now,
on how brilliant they were at Brandywine.
what are the rules about? Because all I've been worried about up till now is just moving on roads, right? What are
That's all everything. Yeah, but
it,
Well, if you're
is
moving
it
off road, right?
disorientation. Whenever a command is activated during a heavy fog turn and some of the units do not begin their move using road movement, the command must first check for disorientation. Disorientation only affects those units that are not using road movement.
okay?
Uh, and that will be activated with the command. He then rolls one die for the command. If the result is 0, the command is disoriented. Exception commands belonging to Stephen's wing become disoriented on a roll of 0 or 1. If a leader in a stack with a unit that is disoriented, that leader must accompany the unit throughout its movement. If a leader is stacked with a unit that is disoriented, okay. To apply effects of disorientation first, okay.
So
So
the key to this is in this pretend movement I'm doing, you're the one who rolls and the one who determines what happens, right? Because I mean I would just move like normal, right?
yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Right.
And then the difference are, and I just want to make sure I've got this right. Is there one of those, like if you're not on a road and you do more than half movement, you got to roll for a disorder check? Is that right? Is that another one of those
Oh,
rules?
that may be. Let's
I mean,
see.
that's a frequent nighttime rule.
There is something for half movement in some of these. Uh,
So it says disoriented units must expend all their movement points as follows. First, execute the initial facing change, if necessary, so that all disoriented units are facing as close as possible to the disorientation direction, which is different
Oh,
than what they were
okay.
facing before, right?
Okay.
If the
All right.
disorientation direction is a hex side, a unit in formation facing a hex point must be faced so that that hex point is adjacent to the orientation of the hex side. If the disorientation direction is a hex point, a unit in formation facing a hex side must be faced so that the hex side is adjacent to, forms one of the sides of that hex point. A unit must expend the minimum number of movement points possible to conform to the disorientation direction. So it's going to spend maybe one movement point. It's not going to spend all of them turning necessarily. It's going to try to find the least expensive. That way, then you can spend some while you're moving. Next, each disoriented unit expends all its remaining movement points, moving in as straight a line of hexes as possible. The path of hexes selected must be such that the unit would end movement as far from its starting hex as possible. The unit cannot perform any formation facing change after the initial facing change if the disoriented unit moves adjacent to the map edge, an enemy unit, or a friendly non-activated unit. The moving unit
Okay.
ceases movement for the remainder of the activation.
Okay. So that's going to be a little interesting. I'm going to have to figure out how we want to handle that with the umpire. Um,
Right. So I mean, the umpire is first just going to roll, right?
yeah.
He's going to roll, and if it's a zero, then he's got to go through this. You're going to say, "Hey, I'm moving the guys this way,
right.
whatever
Right.
way they were facing," and then secretly he is rolling,
Right.
and you're shifting basically 60 degrees, either one direction or the other. So
Compared to where you started when that
yeah,
was the idea, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So so what you would do if would just be move the unit normally.
Okay. Yeah. Just I wanted to make sure you knew what you wanted to do with
Yeah,
that.
and
And
I'm going to
so,
have
So first, you
so
need to make a potentially an initiative roll for whatever formation is getting this free activation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then
Exactly.
presuming that they passed, then you would move them. Well, and he's going to roll, and then if everything's fine, then hey, it's no big deal. But if it's a case where they're lost, then he's going to have to kind of deal with that off map.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's interesting because it's actually, I mean, you're going to say Cry Me a River. I get it. But it's kind of interesting because if you're in heavy fog, it seems like you'd be inclined to move not your full speed. So it's kind of interesting that you won't, with the rule as written, you're not only facing the wrong direction, but you're actually going farther than you might be going if you were under your own control. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, and I did thought I saw something in here when I was rereading some stuff where it did say 50%, more than 50% of your move, that there was a
Yeah, there is. It's under the heavy fog rule, bottom of page 6. It's
oh, okay.
plus 10 fog modifier in addition to any other numbers. Um, like I said, I would kind of be inclined not to move any too fast. So it's kind of funny the way that I get why he wrote the rule the way he did,
Uh-huh.
because you want the wrong direction to stick, right? And by making you move the full distance, um, that's good because it causes more chaos. But it's kind of funny because what if you weren't ever intending to move that far? It seems
Right.
funny. You're disoriented in the sense of you're going in the wrong direction, and you're also going faster than you think you are. I don't know. It's your call, umpire. Do whatever the heck you want. It's all good.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Well, all right. I'm glad we got that understood, and
Yeah,
so
that's
let's
all
move
right.
on.
So we'll
Shall
continue on here. I
we? All
give.
right. Very
Yeah,
good.
uh, let's get another die roll.
All right.
Oh, so I'm confused. I did not see this thing here about units moving more than half their movement being
That's
disordered.
off road.
Oh, that's off road. Where does it say that it's
Right.
off road?
It says in there, if all their movement begins and ends on the road, then it doesn't apply.
Right. A unit whose movement in a turn
Oh, it's
consists
at the
only of
end of that.
movement of
Okay, does not
object
make
that
it. Okay,
disorders.
because I'm just like, oh
Right.
crap,
Right.
my whole army
Yeah.
is now disordered
Yeah. You
because
could
I've
be
been
making
moving.
wrong turns, but you're not getting disordered. You know where
Okay,
the road is. You may
yeah.
not be on the right one.
At least I have a theory of where the road is. Yeah.
Exactly.
You may be on the wrong road, but hey.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. And so Michael gave me a roll. I need a roll from you, Eric.
Oh, okay.
That does not move the clock. It is a British activation.
Shocking. Shocking.
I'm shocked, I tell you. All right, very good. Well, then we'll do more things. And I guess we'll do things like that. And so let's see, first things first. We'll do that. And we'll do that. And you really okay. Okay. And then whoops. Okay. What the world? That doesn't make any sense.
So it looks like there are people that are seriously wanted to see both sides of it. You've got 4 people in your vassal module.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's
I just
great.
looked there. I'm
That's
like, hey,
great.
there's a bunch of people that are cheating. They
Well,
are
as
cheating.
long
They
as they
don't
keep
want
their
to be
mouths shut, they're
surprised.
not cheating, right?
That's right. Come
Uh,
on, how many of you are true American patriots? Start typing in what you're seeing. Type in the comment. Watch out, George
hey,
Washington.
snitches get stitches.
Uh,
Oh gosh. Okay.
Slow down a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to
Okay.
go explain what I'm doing here a little? You good?
Uh, mm,
That was the beginning, and then that. Okay.
okay.
And and this was
I got.
there.
Yeah, I got that one. Yep.
Okay, good. And then, okay, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know why that marker is on there. That is really weird. All right, so you got that.
Wait a second. Yep, got
I
that.
can tell we're getting close, otherwise you wouldn't be asking so carefully.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay. All right, then we got a little more. It's like playing Midway or Battleship.
that's
Right.
right. B7.
Oh,
F3.
oh, that's what it is. So if I click on an infantry or a dragoon, and I'm not sure if it matters, but and I mark them finished, it puts an attack column marker on them instead. This vassal module needs a little bit of work.
Well,
Okay.
check and see if you right click on it and you go to unit and you go down to the bottom, it's got one that says victory. And you click on that and it puts a finish marker on it. Or at least that's
Are
what it
you
does on
kidding
the
me?
I don't know, that's what it's got on the American
Oh,
side.
it's an American finish marker, but that's close enough.
Yeah.
That's funny. I was wondering why one of my units had this marker on it. I was like, and of course, it, by the way, because it's an attack column, it doesn't get cleaned off at the end of the turn.
Ah.
So that's why this unit is sitting there with this weird marker.
Oh, because it doesn't go away when you hit the end turn marker. Interesting.
Exactly. Oh, that is funny. I like it. It's crazy, but that's just what happens when you pay people nothing to do vassal modules, right?
You get what you don't pay for.
You get what you don't pay for. That is
All right.
show. Okay, so I am thinking I'm just about where I need to be, and I like the fact that I keep clicking on Victoire. That's really awesome.
It does. It does make you feel very gratified.
It makes me feel in charge. So, all right.
Okay, we have some things happening here.
Oh, how exciting.
All right.
Aruga.
So,
How do you want to do this?
yeah, that's going to be the interesting thing. How am I going to do this? All right. Okay, so we've made actually contact in 2 places.
In 2 places.
Wow.
2 for the price of 1.
2 for the price of 1. All right. So I will put, let's see, who is this? Let's see.
Yeah, the good news is there's no way that any of us can catch you screwing this up. So you can just do whatever.
I could just take it, right?
Yeah, you could. You wouldn't know any better.
So, and well, then the other thing that comes out of this is the British have officially been alerted.
Okay.
Because contact has been made. I think that was one of the things.
Oh,
If
right. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, whether I've been alerted already, I definitely am now.
right.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh, I don't have access. I can't get to them. Interesting.
What?
All right, this is going to be. I'm clicking on Eric's map, and I can't do anything with the units there.
With the British units?
Yeah. I'm clicking on British units, and nothing happens because probably I'm in as an.
Oh,
An
as
Let me
observer?
see.
observer?
Let me pop back out and get back in Americans.
Am I at? Am I in some sort of thing? Let me go to preferences and go
That's weird.
to.
Weird. Why can't I see this?
Oh,
Or never mind. I've got it's popping it up on a different screen.
Oh.
All
Oh, okay.
right. Let's see. This is so. I wasn't seeing. I was, just looking at the, because I got three maps in front of me here. What the Americans on the right, the British are on the left, and in the center I've got my master, and it was putting the thing up on the where I first opened the game, and it was there. So let me figure out what's going on here. Okay, that's the.
Hello?
Boop. And
I can. My my
yeah.
internet is acting up.
okay.
So the live stream is
Uh-oh.
temporarily misbehaving. All right. I will try not to do anything
Oh,
too
yeah,
crazy.
it's pretty
How
messed
the-
up because you keep breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Michael, how do you get a skirmish marker on there?
Uh, uh, I think I just found the skirmish marker somewhere, didn't I?
Is that what it was? Because I don't see it in the menus here.
Actually, that's a good point. Oh no, it's under formation. It's about half down the list in formation.
here, I got it. I'll drop it on the guy.
I see attack column square extended line. Yeah.
Do you see it? I just grabbed it off the
Yeah,
from
it's
the
kind of
from the
funny because
top.
it won't rotate. If you remember, that was a thing. I think.
And yes, I see it here. Let me get the guy figured out here. All right. That now I got to do the same thing over on Michael's here. Let's see if I can. All right, American units. Oh, yeah. Now, all right. So it was probably working for me. I just didn't know it wasn't. I was just
Good
looking at the
times.
wrong place. So, all right. So what do we got here? We got. These are the. What? Let's see. What formation is that? That's the.
Pressure's killing me.
I am a little confused because the unit
Which
you
one
put
am I
down
on?
there is part of Cornwallis's, which isn't supposed to show up for a longer period of time. I thought.
put down the first light infantry. No, that's the first light infantry.
No. The grenadiers are the 9
Cornwallis.
a.m. reinforcements. The light infantry are on the board to start.
Oh, okay. So they're part
It's-
of they're
that's
part of
the A
Cornwallis's
battalion of the
guys.
first-
Okay.
Light infantry regiment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're on the board to start. Aha!
Second,
Most excellent. Busted.
let's see.
Rebel jackanapes.
Second.
I really thought I'd get a little bit more reaction from jackanapes, but whatever.
You know, I'm going to Google old timey language.
All right, so I'm
Germans.
going to call Admiral Fletcher, and it's from Shakespeare.
There we go.
I and call in an airstrike. Now that I have spotted the enemy carriers,
All right. Well, hopefully
I'm not
everybody
sure how
out there
well
can.
torpedoes are going to work, but maybe it's a really heavy fog.
Could be.
So
Right. And everybody who's watching, yeah, I don't know what's happening with my
Yeah, you're really having internet trouble, bud.
yeah. And Laura's not here, so I can't blame her for anything. So yeah, for whatever reason, something's going wrong with the internet. Hopefully it won't crash. But just in time for all the suspense.
You keep hearing you. You sometimes a little bit of a delay, and sometimes a little bit of a. Exactly. Oh, this is awesome.
De Boer. Okay. We got Sullivan.
And what's really funny here, Eric, is that I stopped those guys there. I wasn't intending to move any farther. I just wanted to put somebody with eyes on that road.
Right.
I only spent 2 movement points to do it. I didn't actually move as far as I could have, but I guess I couldn't have moved any farther anyway.
Not
Okay, that's the first part.
Okay.
And let's see who's this one? And this one is all right, so this guy came up short there. And
oh, okay.
And so that's Prolifiger lane. Okay, boom. And
no.
Oh, that didn't. Control C didn't copy that. No, it doesn't. All right.
Yeah, you just.
I think there's something really special about the skirmish marker of this game.
Whatever. Put
here. I'll grab another one.
Put a skirmish marker on that guy there.
Which guy? I only see one so far.
Got it. Oh, you don't.
I don't see any other units. I just see that one British unit.
Road. One of your other roads there.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting.
Troll figure. Here, I'm going to ping.
Okay, yeah. I see where you're at. So these were like independent units that somehow activated?
Okay. Yes.
This was the picket line.
Okay.
There was a small screen of units out front that were not surprised, but were still pretty limited in how they could move.
Right.
So anyway, but they finally managed to move enough to go
So they've
running.
been moving around trying to figure out where the Americans are.
But doesn't it make you feel good knowing that you know where they are?
Sure. At least I know where your picket line is.
Yes. So now we have
Well, that's right.
or part of his picket line, because there may be more.
Oh, I'm sure there are. If he's got the light, that
All right,
light
I
group.
think I've updated both maps to what.
Right. Yeah. So you know I got 4 units out there because each of those units was broken into its skirmish halves.
Yes. Right. And those were the only ones that had the ability
All right.
to move, or are there other light units that were part of that? Because it looks like there's the 40th, the second of the 40th, and there's the Queen's Rangers.
There were there.
I'm just looking at the.
They were not. They were not. They were surprised also.
Okay,
The,
so
the picket line.
the picket line is just those 4 lights. Okay, cool.
Well, there's also some artillery with
Yeah,
that picket
yeah.
line too.
A couple of guns. Oh yeah, and you're right. There was one, the 40th of the second, was also not surprised. So they're
Okay.
kind of part of that. So yep.
So David,
that's
out of
where we are.
out of
Well, this is
curiosity,
real
the
fun now.
the where I have them, or are they secretly somewhere else?
Those units actually got run.
So the ones that are adjacent to the enemy are the ones that are.
What's been exposed is
Okay.
actually exposed.
Okay, cool. Very interesting.
Yeah.
The
So you know more than you did before.
right.
I didn't want to know.
If they had run down another road, there would not.
All right. So yeah, so forces have met of sorts, Michael, and I apologize for the
After a fashion.
internet decided to slow down. Maybe everyone in the neighborhood all decided to tune in to.
Is it fixing itself?
It's still off and on with stuff, so hopefully it's tolerable.
That's probably it. Yeah.
That's probably it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you feel like we're getting a good enough quality to continue? Do we want to?
I'd say we should
Do we want to bail if
probably.
we're concerned?
Yeah,
Well,
I've gotten a couple. No, it's still giving me this no data error, not receiving enough stuff. So we might want to put a pin in it in Murrieta. Are you guys available on Saturday evening of next week?
I'm gonna give you a tentative yes because I don't have any idea, but yes, probably.
That's the first.
Correct.
We are going somewhere, but we should be back by then. And that's at 3:00 in the afternoon, and this doesn't start till 9. So I'll be done. It's just a little cookout over at the neighbors, whatever type
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Okay.
And it should not last longer. I know the way that goes, and should not last longer. We'll be over it within 3 hours probably.
Okay. I will probably if we can do 7:00 on Saturday, that would work great for me.
Okay.
So let's schedule that for
Yep.
7 p.m. Pacific time next Saturday, November 1st.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. Let me
All right.
make
We finally
myself a
bumped
note.
into everybody. So
Yeah, or at least somebody.
at least a few people have bumped into each other. So at least you have some vague idea where my troops are. And
Exactly. And
so
frankly, I feel a little better. I mean, just knowing where that, like, in any way, shape, or form where you are is way better than just vagueness, right?
right. Well, there's
Yeah.
I still have a lot of vagueness on my part because I don't know where your main line is yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm still in the dark.
Good.
So
We want to keep you.
yeah.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to save the umpire game here.
All right.
File,
Good.
save game as, and let's see.
And so this is, what turn is this? This is the 620
620.
turn. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Charles says, thanks for the session. Getting interesting. And Michael says, thank you guys. All right. Well, thanks everybody out there for tuning in. Sorry for the internet getting really bad. We're still, yeah, it still looks like there's a lot of jumping. So
Okay.
hopefully we'll have better luck next turn when we actually meet up and have more
Okay.
combat-y stuff. So,
Okay.
all righty.
Thank you. A lot of fun to watch.
Good. All right, good.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, it's been a lot of fun. Just, it's like the same game, but a completely different experience. You're right.
Yeah.
So you're getting the real fog of war here, hopefully.
Big time.
A closer approximation to it. So.
Heavy fog of war.
Fog of war.
Yes.
Exactly.
Son of fog of war, indeed. Okay.
All right.
Well, very good.
Well, have yourselves a great